Golden State Warriors are poised to move fast. Once one pivotal decision is made, the rest will fall into place immediately. With that key choice finalized, deals targeting complementary pieces like defensive wings and depth guards will follow at lightning speed. Is this the move that unlocks their title window? Fans are bracing for a flurry of trades or signings that could reshape the roster overnight. Will the Warriors land that missing ingredient, or is this all smoke? The front office is ready, the rumors are firing up, and a domino effect is imminent. One decision triggers the rest. Full insight ahead. Stay tuned. Something is brewing in the Bay, and it's bigger than any offseason buzz we've heard so far. The Golden State Warriors are on the edge of a chain reaction, one massive decision away from flipping the entire Western Conference landscape upside down. And make no mistake about it, once that single choice is finalized, the Warriors are expected to move fast. Very fast. Multiple trades. Potential blockbuster signings. Course-shaking changes. All waiting for this one moment to unfold. And when it does, it won't just be a splash. It's going to be a tidal wave. So what exactly is this all-important decision the Warriors are waiting on? What move has the front office paused every other conversation for? The answer, according to several sources close to the organization, is centered around none other than Klay Thompson. That's right. Klay's contract situation is the domino. And once it falls, the Warriors' front office is ready to unleash a series of trades, signings, and roster shifts that could completely redefine Golden State basketball as we know it. Let's get one thing straight. Klay Thompson isn't just a fan favorite or a Warriors legend, he's one of the most decorated shooters in NBA history, a foundational piece of the dynasty that brought 4 championships to the Bay Area. But time, as they say, waits for no one. And right now, time is forcing the Warriors to make one of the toughest choices they've ever faced. Do they sign Klay Thompson to a multi-year deal that will lock up future cap space? Or do they let him walk and use the freed-up financial flexibility to reshape the roster for the next generation? Behind the scenes, this isn't just about emotion, it's about strategy. If Klay is re-signed at a team-friendly price, that opens one path. But if negotiations fall apart, and he walks or worse, signs with a rival Western team, that unlocks a completely different scenario. And here's where it gets interesting. Sources indicate that the Warriors' front office has already lined up multiple trade proposals and free agent conversations. They're just waiting on that one decision. As soon as the Klay Thompson matter is resolved, Golden State plans to immediately pivot into a rapid series of roster moves. And we're not just talking about minor bench shuffling. We're talking serious deals, multi-team trades, young player movement, and possibly even a new all-star level signing. One source described it as a series of chess moves prepared in advance, just waiting for the king piece to move. So who are the potential targets? According to league insiders, the Warriors have been keeping a very close eye on Pascal Siakam, Jeremy Grant, Mikal Bridges, and even Zach LaVine, all players who could provide a major scoring punch alongside Steph Curry while solidifying the Warriors' shaky defense. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. The Warriors are also rumored to be eyeing dominating bigs, with names like Clint Capella, Walker Kessler, and yes, even Karl Anthony Towns surfacing in internal discussions. What's most wild about all of this? The groundwork is already done. Golden State scouts, cap analysts, and executives have reportedly completed the scenarios. They've built flowcharts. They've done the math. And they're just waiting for the Klay Thompson file to close so they can open the next one. Think of it like a dam being held back. Once the first gate opens, the flood will follow. One source familiar with the team's thinking said it best: this offseason isn't about adding one player, it's about flipping the page. They want to build the next version of the Warriors. And they know that can't start until Klay's future is set. So let's dig deeper. What do these immediate deals actually look like? First, expect Jonathan Kaminga's name to heat up in trade talks. The young forward has shown flashes of brilliance but remains inconsistent. Several teams, including the Orlando Magic, Indiana Pacers, and Toronto Raptors, are interested in his upside. The Warriors have already received offers for packages involving Kaminga and picks in exchange for a more established star. One possible outcome? Kaminga and Moses Moody package for a two-way wing like Mikal Bridges or an elite big man. Second, the Warriors may explore sign and trade scenarios involving free agents like Buddy Hield or DeMar DeRozan. These types of players could immediately step in as a scoring option in case Klay is not re-signed. If they do keep Klay, however, they may go after a stretch forward or a defensive anchor instead, someone who can plug in without overlapping skill sets. Think of someone like Grant Williams or Dorian Finney-Smith. Third, and this might be the most intriguing, the Warriors could look to make a run at a superstar who's frustrated with his current team. There have been whispers, just whispers, of Golden State monitoring situations in Miami and Chicago. Could Jimmy Butler or Zach LaVine become options if their franchises lean toward a rebuild? Golden State has the contracts, the picks, and the pedigree to swing such a deal if the opportunity arises. Now, let's talk about the financial piece. The Warriors are staring down the barrel of the NBA's new second apron rules. They have to be careful about how much salary they take on. But by moving off of veteran deals like those of Andrew Wiggins or Gary Payton II, they could carve out room for one major acquisition without triggering massive tax penalties. That's why timing is critical. Every dollar they spend hinges on what Klays Number ends up being. If Klay agrees to a team-friendly deal, the Warriors can get creative. But if he demands a number near his previous max, it could severely limit their flexibility. That's why the front office has put everything else on hold. It's not just about loyalty, it's about constructing the most competitive roster around Steph Curry before time runs out. And speaking of Steph, sources say he's very aware of the stakes. This isn't just another offseason to him. This is about maximizing what may be his final prime years. Curry reportedly wants the team to stay competitive and has been involved in conversations with management about potential targets. He's not demanding a specific player, but he's made it clear he wants help, and he wants it now. You can feel the urgency. The fans feel it. The league feels it. This isn't just tinkering around the edges. This is the Warriors setting the table for one last run with Curry at the center. A new version of Golden State that blends veterans with younger, hungrier, more athletic talent. And don't forget one more twist, Kaisado. The recently signed 7'3" Filipino prospect has sparked excitement and curiosity across the league. While he's still a developmental piece, the Warriors see potential. He may not be a centerpiece now, but if the team ends up trading one or two frontcourt players to create space, don't be surprised if Sato gets minutes in the regular season. He's already impressing coaches in early workouts with his feel for the game, footwork, and raw instincts. So, let's zoom out for a second. What we're witnessing right now is a moment of controlled calm before the storm. The Warriors front office is operating with precision, waiting for one final piece, the Klay Thompson contract, to fall into place. And once it does, the action will be fast and furious. Expect trades. Expect signings. Expect a flurry of notifications lighting up your phone. And most of all, expect a new-look Warriors roster, a team retooled not just for one more run, but for the next generation of Bay Area basketball. So stay locked in, because this offseason is far from over. In fact, the real fireworks haven't even started yet. The Warriors are on the edge of a massive transformation. And it all begins the moment they make one decision.